Welcome back. And before we go to discuss the stampede in Hathras, a very important soundbite is coming from Jharkhand. Let's listen in to Champai Soren, who has resigned as the Chief Minister of Jharkhand.
देखिए, माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने सारी बातें कह दी है और बाकी चीजें अभी बहुत अफरा तफरी है, हम लोग विस्तृत रूप में बता देंगे और बाकी चीजें जो प्रक्रिया है उस हम लोगों ने पूरी कर ली। ये सारी समय चरणबद्ध तरीके से बता देंगे। यहाँ थोड़ा सा और लोग छूट जाएंगे।
This is a big political development that has taken place in the state of Jharkhand. Hemant Soren is all set to be the next Chief Minister of Jharkhand. Now let's go back to Hathras, where the death toll in the stampede at a religious gathering has touched 121. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath announced a judicial probe into the tragic incident. Addressing a press conference, he assured that the probe committee will find who is responsible and strict action will be taken.
शासन स्तर पर हम लोगों ने कल भी जो व्यवस्था बनाई थी, लेकिन प्रथम दृष्टया हम लोगों का यह था कि पहले राहत और बचाव के कार्य को आगे बढ़ाया जाए। इस पूरी जो अभी हादसा है, इस हादसे में 121 श्रद्धालुओं की मृत्यु हुई, जो उत्तर प्रदेश के साथ साथ हरियाणा, राजस्थान और मध्य प्रदेश से भी जुड़े हुए थे। उत्तर प्रदेश में हाथरस, बदायूं, कासगंज, अलीगढ़, एटा, ललितपुर, शाहजहांपुर, आगरा, फिरोजाबाद, गौतम बुद्ध नगर, मथुरा, औरैया, बुलंदशहर, पीलीभीत, संभल और लखीमपुर खीरी, इन 16 जनपदों के भी कुछ श्रद्धालु जन थे जो इस हादसे के शिकार हुए हैं। एक 121 में से 6 मृतक ऐसे थे जो अन्य राज्यों से थे, जिनमें ग्वालियर मध्य प्रदेश से 1 थे, हरियाणा से 4 थे और राजस्थान से 1 थे। हाथरस के जिला हॉस्पिटल में मैंने जो घायल हैं, 31 ऐसे घायल हैं जो हाथरस, अलीगढ़, एटा और आगरा के हॉस्पिटल में जिनका उपचार चल रहा है और उसमें लगभग सभी आउट ऑफ डेंजर है। हादसे के बारे में जो वहां के चश्मदीद हैं, जो इस घटना के शिकार हुए थे, गंभीर रूप से घायल हो गए थे, उनमें से ज्यादातर जो लोग हैं जिनसे आज मैंने बातचीत भी किया है, वे सभी इस बात को बोलते हैं कि हादसा कार्यक्रम के उपरांत।
Meanwhile, Narayan Sarkar Hari, who is also known as Bhole Baba, who has been absconding ever since the tragic incident took place, has issued a statement. His statements read, "I express deepest condolence to the families of the deceased. I also authorize Dr. A.P. Singh, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court, to take further legal action in regard of stampede created by some anti-social elements after the Samagam Satsang got over. I left the Samagam a long time ago on July at Hathras in Uttar Pradesh." This was the statement issued by Narayan Sarkar Hari, who is also known as Bhole Baba. Now, to discuss this unfortunate, extremely unfortunate tragedy, I have with me Ghanshyam Tiwari, who is a spokesperson of Samajwadi Party, Sharat Trivedi, who is a spokesperson of the BJP, and also Ellen Rao, former DCP of Delhi Police. Sharat, I'll first come to you. How do you view this this extremely unfortunate stampede, which has taken loss of lives of more than 121 people?
The government has taken a very serious note of the situation. Government had yesterday itself appointed a 3-member committee constituting of the cabinet ministers. The government has already sent the chief secretary, the additional chief secretary, and the director general of police to the site. Inquiry, civil inquiry and a criminal inquiry, both have been launched by ADG Agra and Commissioner Aligarh. We have already handed over the compensation to these people, and the government has taken full responsibility for all treatment these people are going to have in any hospital in the country. Today the judicial inquiry has also been launched. So we are just waiting for the inquiry committee to give its recommendations and pin the blame. Anybody or no matter who, no matter how high the person is going to be fixed. Heads will roll. Our teams are already there in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Delhi and Haryana, where these organizers are likely to have come from. So we are just waiting for the inquiry to be completed and fix it. And the blame, we don't want to get into a blame game at this stage.
Sharat, there's one question which is there in everybody's mind, and I would seek clarification from you, since you're the best person to answer that. People are a bit surprised, and people they have no idea, why the name of Narayan Sarkar Hari, alias Bhole Baba, is missing from the FIR that has been lodged.
No. First of all, the FIR is lodged against the organizers, because these are the people who get in touch with the administration, who give us the information of how many people are going to come, where are they going to come from, what are the means and the resources they have put in place. So that is the primary facie thing. The inquiry is already been launched. They are going to track down in case the invitee is part of the conspiracy or the incident. We are going to fix him. Whosoever he is, I'm assuring you and through you to the people of the country that we are not going to spare anybody. Heads are going to roll. I can assure you that.
Okay, that's a very welcome assurance, Mr. Tiwari. Ghanshyamji, I would like to understand from you, as Sharatji was saying, and we have been covering throughout the day that, that a lot of judicial and other inquiries have been constituted. SDM has filed his report to the DM, and several parallel inquiries are being conducted. FIR have been lodged. Do you believe that this is very clear that, that the organizers were at fault, given the kind of number of people who have arrived at the scene, said that permission for 80,000 was taken, more than 2 lakh people assembled there. There was no entry-exit thing, and various other things which have been discussed several times ever since this extremely unfortunate stampede has taken place. But do you believe that administration was found lacking for it having no knowledge of such a huge gathering going to come in such a small village?
Good evening to you, the viewers and my fellow co-panelists. It's a day of mourning at a national level, given the scale of tragedy that Uttar Pradesh is seeing. And some questions remain unanswered. Question number 1, that the administration says that there are 40 to 70 policemen who were there at the event. When the administration knew that just 80,000 people have been permitted, and more than 250,000 people gather, as reports are saying, then the administration with 40 to 70 policemen also knew that there's such a large gathering. That's violation number 1. The administration did nothing. Second, that when you have such a large gathering, on that day, there was only one such gathering. The administration has to demonstrate basic alertness in terms of availability of ambulance, availability of rescue and relief system, should an untoward incident happen, and availability of doctors at the hospital. The eyewitnesses say that all these 3 things were not there. They say that if these 3 things were there, some more lives could have been saved.
Okay.
Third, that the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh saying that there is a conspiracy angle. When every eyewitness is saying that there are clear lapses on the part of administration, it is logical, it is common sense then if the Chief Minister starts saying that it's an angle of conspiracy, it means that Chief Minister not only wants to politicize it, but also wants to shrug away responsibility. In the light of that, the only defense that BJP government has is we have ordered this inquiry, that inquiry, and that inquiry. It is like you are responsible for death of somebody, and you are saying that we have ordered 3 postmortems, 4 postmortems, 5 postmortems. Your multiple postmortems will not bring back that person. The question is, who is responsible for this kind of lackadaisical approach and administration, and why is that responsibility not fixed? Even with respect to FIR, there are inadequacies that people and media are talking about, to which BJP has no answer. And it is on these grounds this administration is culpable to this massive tragedy that has unfolded in Uttar Pradesh.
Ellen Rauji, what do you think that, what could have been done there by the administration to make sure that, incident like this should not have happened? Leaving politics aside and everything aside, purely from the administration point of view, purely from the police point of view, what more could have been done to make sure that there should be, or there could have been, this incident not taking place?
Good evening, and really that this incident should not be politicized at all, but it should be seen that how it happened, why it happened, and who are the responsible person to such a huge tragedy, we can say. And the prima facie, it seems that there was some lack of intelligence of the local police, that is called LIU of that district, and because they should have given this figure that more than 2 lakhs, as stated by the media, that more than 2 lakhs people are supposed to gather. Number one, the permission was only up to 80,000 people to gather there, and that too, I don't think that that adequate arrangement for even 80,000 people was made, because for 80,000 people only 40 police officers, that is definitely an inadequate arrangement for that. And moreover, other equipments, other eventuality conditions should have been taken care of.
Okay.
I think this was a stampede. If there would have been a fire incident in that case, then was there any fire incident, fire tenders or no? But that's why I'm saying that SOP, standard operating procedure, to handle such type of huge gathering, there are SOPs in place, and those SOPs state that everything should be considered, that any mishappening can happen. That should have been anticipated, that if it is done, then what will be done. Then in such type of gathering, there is another plan, contingency plan is also there. If such thing happens, then whether the hospitals are ready for that, whether
Mr. Rao, I'll come to you. Mr. Rao, I'll come to you. Sharad ji, do you believe that, given the enormity of, the number of people who were there, even for 80,000, 40 to 70 police personnel is absolutely nothing. Do you believe that there were administrative inadequacies which have also, led to this kind of stampede which has resulted in death of 121 people?
We have to understand that 10 such events happen on a daily basis in every district in UP. There are 80 districts, so we are technically almost about 800 such programs happen, and they're incident free. There's no problem. We have been handling Kumbh Mela for in last 10 years. It was incident free. The problem is something has happened. There was some lapse somewhere. Some SOP was not followed. The information probably was, because at this moment we are only speaking in terms of conjectures, in terms of surmises. So we are waiting for the concrete information. Government does not operate like that. I am a lawyer. The constitution does not permit you to hang people from the nearest lamppost just because you don't like him or you think that the person has done that. So here we are in a very serious situation. We need to give succor to these people who are in hospital. We need to stand together. The entire opposition and the government should stand together to support these people. We are waiting for the inquiry. Let the inquiry happen. In 24 hours, we have already launched 2 inquiries, one civil inquiry and an inquiry by a High Court judge. A senior High Court judge is going to conduct the inquiry. We are waiting for the information and we are going to spare nobody. I can assure you that heads will roll. We are just and we are going to pin the blame on whosoever the person is, no matter how high the person is. Okay. We just wait for the inquiry. We cannot speculate that something has happened. Why shouldn't we do this? Why shouldn't we do that? How many people were there? What was the staff? What was the information given? How was the situation operated upon?
Okay. I'll come back to you, sir. Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari, you heard Sharad ji talking about this. Do you feel that a proper guidelines or something be made so that in future incident like these or stampede like these should not be repeated?
I believe that these guidelines are in place. The guidelines, when the crowds come 3 times the number that you have promised. And I disagree that in Uttar Pradesh there are 800 events a day that have 2.5 lakh people. That is absolutely not true. In Hathras, on that day, there was only one such incident, one such event that has 2.5 lakh people. And the district administration knows about it. So if the district administration knows about it and they have not made adequate arrangements, they have not followed the SOP, there isn't alertness, then it is obvious that there is some lives, I'm not saying this is a freak accident, some lives could still have been saved if relief and rescue was there and the district hospital had adequate staff. It does not require elaborate inquiry of multiple teams to find this basic fact that people are reporting. On top of it, if the chief minister does a press conference and starts talking about conspiracy,
Ghanshyam, we can save it for some other day. We can do this political slugfest some other day. I mean, I honestly feel that right now is the time, not the time. Though we agree that there have been some administrative inadequacies which should have been dealt with more formally. But thank you so much, Ghanshyam Tiwari.
Doing a press conference talking about conspiracy is not a slugfest. This is chief minister of the state. The chief minister, rather than taking responsibility, is talking about conspiracy. It is not us who's politicizing.
I agree. We'll definitely go into details of the statement which has been made by the chief minister. Thank you so much, Ghanshyam Tiwari, Sharad Trivedi and Ellen Rao for joining us on this particular show. It was indeed a heartbreaking tragedy, a stampede which happened yesterday in Hathras, which led to death of 121 people. That's all from my side. Thank you for watching News9 Live.
There are beautiful golf courses, there are well-played golf courses, there are great greens. But I think we are a combination of everything.
Now, because of the nature-friendly atmosphere here, plenty of water, you can hear the birds. So lots and lots of birds live on this golf course.
Every corner you have a different vista. You have the beautiful Sahyadri range behind you and it's just endless. It keeps going on and on and on and on. So I think no matter what floor you are, you're always slapped in the face by this most amazing view that takes your breath away for a second.
This and more. Streaming on News9 Plus. Subscribe and get free vouchers.
The confidence is certainly back in the market.